Welcome all. This is Srimai Majumdar from Swami Vivekananda Institute of Modern Science, and we continue our project on business communication. At the moment, we are concentrating on GD or group discussion. We shall continue with part 2 of the topic. In the second part of this particular topic, today we are going to take up the criteria to use GD as a tool for selection. What do we mean by this heading? In the corporate world, when GD is used, it is used with the sole purpose of picking up the right person for the right job. And which areas are concentrated on which particular qualifications or qualities, the soft skill abilities are required for a person to head a particular project, to shoulder responsibilities. These are found out through the activity of GD. And GD is a great tool. Group discussion actually exposes, reveals the inequalities, qualifications of the person concerned. In the first place, GD focuses on subject knowledge, whether the candidate is thorough about his knowledge on that particular field. Through discussion, whether it is social, economic, political, environment, whatever it is, particularly through case studies posing questions in different ways, the knowledge on the subject is tested. Next, we concentrate on the communication skill. The oral communication skill is a major qualification in these days to be a leader, to be a manager of any project, of any activity. Therefore, whether the person can communicate well is very, very important in this respect. By communication skill, we have sub areas of communication skill. By sub areas, I mean it can be appropriateness of language, because if he cannot use appropriate language, the correct word or the grammar or the usage of expressions, then he fails to communicate correctly. His expressions must have clarity. It should be absolutely clear, and there should be no a doubt about the meaning of that particular expression. Similarly, his speech should show a positivity and encouragement towards the listener who are listening, and therefore they get motivated through his speech. Therefore, he must also have the correct attitude while he is speaking. Articulation is the next part in the communication skill. By articulation, we mean that a person must have the proper voice, the proper tone, the distinctness of articulation to make his speech or talk acceptable to others. And he also should have proper listening skill, because no communication is complete without listening to other people's words, queries, reactions. So, whether he is a good listener or not is also very, very important in this context. The last bit which is required is to analyze non-verbal clues, to watch body language, to watch the expressions of the candidate. These are areas which are tested in a GD, and the person who qualifies in these areas are accepted as a suitable candidate. Let us now focus on leadership skills. Who is a leader? The leader has to motivate, the leader has to lead his team, the leader has to get his work done through the help of his assistants. So, what kind of qualification would a leader have? These are to be found out during a GD activity, during the discussion. The activity of discussion reveals whether one possesses the leadership skill. The first quality that one looks for is initiative. What does the word initiative mean? Whether the person is ready to go into any activity, whether he is positive or willing to take up a challenge, to try, to test. So, such people with a little initiative will have a green signal in the GD activity. Similarly, analysis. The word analysis means intelligent reading of a particular situation or a particular topic. He or she must have the intelligence to understand the topic and give proper response. This quality of analysis helps the what should I say, the examiner to understand whether the problem is properly understood and analyzed by the candidate. In the next place, they look for assertiveness. What do we mean by assertiveness? Assertiveness is not aggressiveness or being offensive. Assertiveness is a bold quality, is a quality which makes a person look positive, more dominant than others, taking initiative. He or she will have the ability to control others, to answer, to face a problem. These are the areas where assertiveness of a person is visible. Automatically, then in the next point, self-confidence will be visible unless and until a person feels confidence, feels comfortable with his idea, with his decision. His confidence level allows him to tackle a situation. In the situation, it may be a group of few people. It also may be a particularly complicated concept, but he should have the confidence to take the challenge and address it. The next point talks about objectivity. This is one of the very important areas of group discussion. In a discussion, in a particular sensitive areas, it may be religious, it may be social. It should not be taken personally. Any idea, any concept should be taken objectively. The pros and cons of the particular topic, the ideas which come from different people should not be measured by your own subjective ideas. It should be very objective. It should be a third party analysis where it does not show partiality. Such are the ways of a leader who is not partial, who will check the pros as well as the cons of the statement, and with this objectivity, he will be able to proceed in his work. The sense of objectivity is one of the important areas which are tested in a GD. Composure. What do we mean by composure? A person who is composed does not get excited, agitated. He or she does not react to a situation when it goes beyond control. If a person is patient, if a person is composed, cool in dealing with a very, very difficult, volatile situation, he will be able to deal with any kind of aggressiveness. He will be able to maintain peace in the group. He will be able to help others to understand and calm down. So, a person who is composed, who is patient, becomes a good leader automatically. To come to the next point, persuasiveness. A person who can convince others, who can pursue others to accept or believe that there is logic, there is positivity in that particular context, he scores over others. To make a very strong presentation, to make others accept the logic of the argument, the firm tone, his body language, his own conviction can motivate others, and this is required in leadership. And lastly, he has to be a motivator. All the above mentioned skills motivates people, allows people to follow the leader with conviction, not through pressure. Motivation is very important to be motivated himself and to motivate others is a great quality among a leader, and these qualities are tested in the process of a group discussion. In the last lap, the examiner will also check, or the recruiter will also check, how good is a person in team management. When we talk of group discussion or managerial duties, it is not an activity where single person is involved. It requires many people. It is a group activity. Therefore, team management becomes very, very important. What are the qualities of a team manager? First, adaptability. He has to be comfortable, he has to adapt himself, he has to accept situation as it is. He must not be agitated if there is difficulty, physical or mental, likes or dislikes. He may be in the middle of very aggressive temperaments. Animosity is there, yet he accepts it. He adapts himself to a particularly negative situation. That is a very big quality for team management. Next, we come to positive attitude. Anyone who adapts himself, he himself is very positive. He keeps on telling himself that I can manage, I can accept, and I will be able to go through the difficulties. He may face aggressiveness, serious authority problems, obstinacy, quarrelsome people, but he has the attitude that he can win over the difficult situation. Next, we have a competitive spirit, which is also very cooperative. When we mean competition, it is healthy competition. It is a healthy, what should I say, leadership with others. This competition does not mean that he has to edge out through negative means. He has to progress in a very cooperative way, and this leads to coordination. When he proceeds, he must accept others, he must take his team along with him. His competition is a group competition. His coordination is a group coordination. He takes people under his wings to lead and reach a common goal. Today, we have dealt with the qualities or qualifications which a candidate needs to be recruited, the areas where he will be tested by the recruiter. I hope it gives an overview of the requirements in a candidate. Hope you understand and enjoy the talk. Thank you so much for being with us. We shall continue in the forthcoming discussion. on GD, which is one of the major areas in today's world. Thank you.